Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, welcome. This is different. Normally, at this time of day, I would probably have chosen Twitch to stream, but I'm reversing it today. I'm doing my YouTube stream super early. It's 4 a.m. where I am, Eastern Daylight Time. And I'll do my Twitch stream in the afternoon. This will be curious. So here we are. I'm looking at. That's interesting. There's nothing beyond the hills there. Isn't that curious? Let's go down. I'm going to go down onto the plateau. This plateau is outside of the forests, and it's a large plateau. Not huge, but a good size. It would be good size for raising cows, and we actually have some now. Some cows in this area. But the sky seems strange, and maybe it's just the morning. Let me see. Here we are. And I'm looking at the retreat. Arnaaluk. Arnaaluk. And no, it's Arnaaluk. I'll get it. I had this much trouble with Arnaaluk when we first started, and there's Arnaaluk right there with the name. Piti means dried fish, and Arnaaluk means hamlet, and this hamlet is actually a retreat for Arnaaluk. Arnaaluk is underwater, and so this is the opportunity. Hey, Sensus Primus, everybody.
It's
Something wrong? Huh?
It's a trout dam.
It's a trout dam. Mm-hmm.
It's dried fishberg.
Dried fishberg. I am not going into the air, which means I must be a player. Like the Little Mermaid. I can be a player, and sure enough, I have hearts. So I am right now a player. I'm going down to the campsite, to the original supply camp tonight, because the sun is setting right now, and we can just start from there in the morning. It's so interesting. How quickly I can have that Minecraft feeling of danger, Will Robinson. I actually can, and which is very curious. But anyway, let's go to sleep. It's more than likely that the people are not going to sleep the first night. A lot of times they don't sleep the first night, and so we'll go down and find out how everybody is doing. A follow-up from yesterday is we actually lost a person yesterday, one of the first four, Tiago, and Tiago's sister came in, and she is deciding, and let me do this. I know I don't do it everywhere, but I do want to do it. 1, 2, and let's go over here. 3, and let's close this. I need real fence to close it. I'm not going to want to do it in a minute. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the ones downstairs I'll have to get in a minute. 9. Let's get, I should have gotten all of them. Because, yeah, there we go. Let's pick them up. Did that one fall down to the ground? Don't want to fall from here. That's a little far. So we'll come up. And, yeah, am I going to grow restless of this? I might. We need a courier, and the courier, 10, 11, is going to live here in this brand new house, and the bedroom is upstairs right here. Oh, how lovely! I love it. This is nice. Excellent. I love this. Okay, a nice beautiful fireplace. And that is nice. And yeah, this is, oh, rain. It's raining. And this is one of, I think, 3 houses now. No, this is our second house right here. And how can we get around this corner? I think we can go up this way. Let's go around this way. That is a difficult way around. Really? Uh-oh. I am not a mermaid. So I can actually be struck by lightning. Quick, let's come down here. And because we're on the land, so can the people. The townspeople can be struck by lightning, the druids who are living in the retreat. So we do want to go to sleep. And we're waking up the next morning, and there should be, yay, there we go. Here we are. All right, let's try this again. How many torches was that? I think it was 11. Let's come here. I grow weary of being a player, and we're going to come here, and now I am a mermaid. Yay! We'll come back to my being a mermaid. Excellent. And here we go. And let's come here, and I picked up those torches, so I should have them in my backpack. And I do. I have them all in my backpack. And I'm looking at some things. We could go to Arnaaluk and collect some things, and that would be interesting. But I don't have, I don't have enough people working right at the moment. So let's come over here and just check. So see, that's the new, this is a courier sitting right in front of this mine. And I don't have anyone to work for either of those 2 places. We have a hospital. The hospital happened by accident also. The life of Tiago, as a matter of fact. Tiago was working on the hospital, and he actually was probably removing trees and fell all the way down. So we put in Tana put in the level 1 of the hospital to make it safer for the builders, future builders, to be able to build it. And then we added an Arcology stairwell for everyone to use. And I was in the process of putting in glass to make it pretty. And so we're going to continue with the glass that we were using down here, where there isn't really a view. So we were using this glass and this glass. So we'll come up here and use this glass in this area. Right along. Ooh, no, we definitely don't want that. Let's do this. I like that. And we don't need these because we're doing this. And of course there's dirt behind here, so these are parts. Let's see if we can put that there. I like that so far. We'll just put 2 of these in on this one, and it looks like that. And then here there's actually a tree. But I'm not sure that, and see this right here, this landing down here, looks out onto that part. I don't think I could make this right in this corner here so that they could see out. Why don't we do that right in that corner? We'll have it actually be 2 of these where the tree is. Oops. Right there. And then we can put in this part. We can make it be this. Down the tree side. And I like that. Mr. Villager, what are you doing up? You're up very early again. And you shouldn't be up. This is Saturday. You don't have anything to do today, do you? I see that face. Yeah, that's kind of what kind of Saturday night it is, or Friday night it is, isn't it? That it is quite... How are you? Good morning. Bom dia. So this is where we're at as far as this is concerned. So I think this is done. I think we're good with this. Let's put this back. And we're going to look and see what everyone's doing. So we saw Riley. Riley is Tiago's sister, and she is a druid. She's doing nursing right now. She is managing the hospital until we get an actual doctor. And then we still have Ezra. Ezra is doing research for us while she continues her studies. And so
I'll take care of it.
Yes, you are. You're taking care of it, all right. But what is stopping you from having more control of your day? Also, it's to keep the rhythm so you don't wake up sooner during the week. Ah. Okay. I understand completely. I definitely do. Keeping a rhythm sometimes is really good. Unless you live with a vampire. Okay, so we know what Riley and Ezra are doing. Brittany was working on the courier, and then she was working on the she finished working on the courier. Yeah, I think that's what she's doing. How much do you want to bet? Look at the map. Look at the map. Look at the map. Look at the map. Maybe one of these days I'll extend into this area, but not yet. We put up a elevator for Ezra to get to the university, and she is still living in the tavern. So we still have, how many people living in the tavern? All the people? We have almost everybody. Leandro is still here, Riley, Ezra, and Romina. Romina shouldn't be here. She should be over in this area here somewhere. I think that's a little far for her. Well, maybe it's not. As a commute, let's see what it's saying. Yeah, she's 52. No, that's within range. So she's okay. Hi, Romina. And she's not asking for anything. She
It's a fine morning.
Is eating, is feeding the people. She is asking for some things. And that's what we need. We need a courier. If we have a courier now, she will actually get some of the things that she's asking for from the warehouse. And so let's see who we have available. We do have a place for them to live. Even though we have 4 people in the tavern, we actually have an extra location for people to live. So this will be okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's get a lantern. Torch. 1, 2, 3. Lantern. Nope. Lantern. Let's put a lantern here. That's interesting that on Discord, that piece you sent me about Cyrillic, what's the word? What's that word, Vincentius? The type of speaking now that's like writing. Cursive speaking. Yeah, because Vincentius had brought that up. He had found an article too on that kind of speaking, and it was more about singing, the one that he found. But yeah, let's put something there. Where is it? We could put it over the door the way they have it. And in this one, these are so pretty. It's actually interesting. Oops, sorry, Leandro. I was just giving you a light. And he's like, I'm exhausted from doing nothing. I know. I have got to get you something to do. And Brittany also. And we need another builder. So let's do that. Did I just do that? I sure did. Lantern. RN. I just did that. Let's take the torches and put them here for a minute with the others. So how am I doing? I'm doing okay. This apparently is the warmest night that we've had so far, for the fact that we're going from spring into summer. I know that you're doing the opposite. You're going from fall into winter right now. We're going from spring into summer here. And this is, for us, I think the warmest night that we've had so far. So, yeah. But other than that, and that might be part of the reason that I am awake. But I'm not sure. I know it's the reason Vincentius is awake, but I didn't see any visitors. Did you notice that? Did they go down the hill? We might have to, there's one. There's a visitor right there visiting. It's a Paloma. We have a Paloma in, a Paloma who is a chef in Arnaaluk, and she's not going to be here long. She's a kid. She's in her first year at university, and she is just visiting. She's getting a chance to see a new town, a new location for druids come into being, and she is the only person there's another one over here, and it is Alexis. Hello, Alexis. And Alexis is a second year student. Ashton, good focus, ability and adaptability. Agility and adaptability is good. Strength and something for the miner. Yeah, it's cold, right? Yeah. Strength for the miner. Let me look and see what mining skills are again. The miner is strength and stamina. Strength 10. Stamina is good, but we need more strength. I don't know. Agility and adaptability is decent. It's decent. I would like to try and wait. I'm going to see, since they're pretty close to leaving, I know I'm going to see if I can get someone else. And in the meantime, you know what will be fun, Mr. Villager, is when you can have people from one town visit another town and decide they want to live there. I think that'll be really fun when that happens. We're going to take away these and put in lanterns in these areas. 3, 4, 5. Oops. 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Okay. Let's get 5 torches. Now I'm replacing the torches because they're their torches. And we got them from Arnaaluk, or we made them here for them. And so now I need some more housing. 6. There's another 6 here. Let me see if there's another one. 6. Okay, I forgot one torch. I'll put this here. Yes. What's up? So I need to replace Tiago with another builder. And wait, I didn't look at the builder skills of that person. Hold on. Let's come here. Everyone's in bed. Let's look at builders again. And I should put the other people's names on this list. And Arnaaluk is there. What happened to skill set? The skill set went away. Let's open skills and look for builders. And the builder is adaptability and athletics. Okay, so, but the question is, what would they be doing? Because, and this is going to be interesting too, because what I noticed yesterday was that we can't have a library until level 3. we have to have a level 3 house in order to have a library. Let's look at you again. Ah, you're Angela. I haven't seen you. Creative. She's very creative. But not enough knowledge to be a chef. Interesting. I'm getting odd mixes of people. The chef, let me see. This is the time when I practically have to keep the skill set up all the time for looking at people. Creativity is a cookery, the dyer, glass, mason, none of those that we're going to have here. We could have a beekeeper here. We could. We'll probably have an alchemist. We're going to have some shops. We'll have a florist and a fletcher here. We won't have fish. We won't have sheep. We will have cows. And we could work on the farm, but housing is what we need. And we could work on the cookery. We could have them work on it even if we don't need it right off the bat. And so those are some of the things that we're looking at, some of the things that we're going to consider in the middle of the night here. So right now, our people, we have Brittany, and Ezra and Leandro are still members of the first 4 who are here. And then we have the new arrivals. We have Lilith, who came in next, and she had taken over from Ezra as the druid peacekeeper. We do have a peacekeeper here. We are on land. And then Romina came in. And Romina is, we've had Minecolonies before. It's been a while. Romina is our cook. She is running the restaurant. And then our newest person, Riley, Leigh, who thought she was coming to join her brother here. But she is ending up replacing him. So that's who we have so far. I'm going to sneeze. I sneezed. Okay, and this is where we're at. Notice the injuries, and because of the injuries, we are going to do recovery instead of the other one. And just a second, I've gotten distracted. What time of day? Okay, it's early in the morning. I know I'm supposed to be doing something, but I just remembered what the carrot was for. The carrot is for Ezra to research. So we're going to sort the warehouse, and then we're going to, in case you're wondering, those of you who are watching, the warehouse is a gift from the nation of Tana. It is a level 5 warehouse, jungle warehouse, and we're going to look for a golden carrot. Gould LD. There it is. We have a golden carrot in here somewhere. There it is. So it is in a refrigerator over here, along with apple and the like. And Mr. Villager, I had an interesting realization in regards to the apple groves in Arnaaluk. that we're not really growing apple trees, and there actually are apple trees. Let's use a lantern. It can be pretty dark in here in the daytime, and we're headed toward the restaurant right there. Let's go straight back here, and we can see the university supports right here, and there is the university elevator right here, and which is interesting that, oops, don't look that way until we get to the top. Okay, and then come over, and there's Ezra. Ezra, I want you to work on something. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we'll turn off the light for a minute, and let's look at research. So research in progress, there is none right now. She can only do one at a time, and we wanted her to do Keen so we could unlock the library, but we need a residence level 3. And when we get a residence level 3, everything changes dynamically as far as the food is concerned. So I don't want to do that just yet. We're going to have to do without the library for right now. And without the library, we don't have XP growth. We don't use haste unless we have to. We don't have rail, which we're not going to have here. And yeah, nah. And we can't make the place bigger. So the maximum amount of people we can have right now, I think, is below 50. Maybe like 25 or something. First aid. Now this first aid would actually help us, and we should have the hay bales for it, where you could just build 3 level 1s. You are amazing. You are amazing. Thank you. I could hug you. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. That you can combine the levels of buildings. That's perfect. So I'm going to go back and get, hi, Alf Caron. And I'm going to go back and get, let's come down here. I should have a golden apple thing, or we could do the mystic site. Now the reason we want to do the mystic site is because this is a retreat for everyone. And so that's why we want to do that. And we want to do a graveyard. So we'll do that here, but we need a bone. And that's the thing that I don't have. I would definitely have to go to, wow, that didn't turn out. I wrote bone and I can't read it. I wrote it in cursive and I can't read it. Bone. Okay. How is it going? It's going good. It's going very nicely. How are you? How are you, Alf? And so yeah. So the other thing that we needed, we have stamina, and we're going to do band-aids instead of resistance. So resistance is resistance to disease, but because of the falling that can happen here, because people can trip and fall and stuff, we're actually going to do band-aids and healing cream and bandages. That's where we're headed, and that's why we needed the golden carrot, and we're just going to have to put it in here because we're not going to have it for a while. Let's come back. So right now with the university where it is, in order to do a graveyard, now that requires a level 2, and we're going to have Brittany work on the level 2. And is this some kind of mod? Yes. Yes, it is. This is the Minecolonies mod, and I'm playing Minecolonies modded Minecraft. I actually have probably 80 mods altogether. Most of the mods have to do with furniture and with decoration stuff because I love to do that. But the rest of it is about mine colonies, the fact that we have people in a town and they're actually doing the building and doing the work. And my story, I have a story for my gameplay, and my story is that I am a mermaid from the nation of Tana, the mermaid nation of Tana, and I am an ambassador. And what I do is I ensure the treaties that allow these places, these land people, to live on skeleton land and to be safe. And when I say skeleton land, that is exactly what I mean, because we have a castle. Where's the nearest one? We actually have two. This one right here, which is close to Arnaaluk, close to the large city. This one actually is one of your friends uses and knows how to mod. They should make it built in. Yeah. And right here in the snow, I don't know whether you can see, but that is the roof of a dungeon that is one of the castles in this area that belongs to skeletons. This is a larger castle right here that belongs to skeletons. Now, this skeleton castle, they lost their illager towers before the tsunami. The illager towers were protecting the lands from two different factions of skeletons. So the skeletons that were here, the skeletons here, and then where this ice is right here, there used to be a third skeleton area here. All that's left from this area is actually a balloon. See that strange looking piece of ice right there is actually an airship in the air where that group of skeletons got rescued from the ice destroying their castle and their illager outpost. And if you'd like to see those, you can actually go back to my earlier streams where we actually saw all of this land before the tsunami happened. Isn't that strange there? Look at that. It almost looks like a building, but it's just a shadow in the ice. But anyway, so yeah, so that is what Tana does. Tana is an ancient mob nation. I am a mob, and the mermaids, and ooh, we got a new person. Let me see. Wait, don't go away, Bode. A barefoot. We've had barefoots in other cities, so this is interesting. What are you? Mana is good. Focus is good. He's a druid. He's a druid, but he's also creativity and hold on. Let me get the skill set for a minute, and we'll look at the skills. So the highest is agility, but he doesn't have adaptability, so he's not a courier. With agility that high, he could be a planter. We are going to have rabbits. We have to have rabbits. So there are natural disasters. Mr. Villager is giving the correct answer. In lore terms, there are. We actually had a we actually had a computer glitch happen after I started the Arnaaluk, the first city, and that computer glitch caused a correction for that glitch. Hi, Vincentius Primus, everybody. A correction, a computer correction for that caused the land to be what do you call it? It caused it to be redone. There's a word I'm looking for there. But essentially the land got corrupted and was redone. But since we had the same seed, and since it was to rescue the town was saved, but the land changed. So much cooler than normal? Ah, well, thank you. And so we're looking at Bode for a second. His agility would make him a planter or a rabbit. Ooh, it would be nice to have a rabbit person, but we don't need a rabbit person right now. We need a builder. Adaptability he does not have. We need a miner, and let's look at the mines for a minute. Let's look for a miner. Strength and stamina. Strength. And we need a courier. But he is a rabbit farmer. I would like to have Bode as a rabbit farmer. What that would mean is I'd have to have him live in one of the houses that we have available right now. So we're going to Tana is going to do the payment for him. Am I watching The Chosen? The Chosen's 40 hours until release. Yeah, nah. Not right now, I'm not. Hold on for a sec. Let's come here. 36 books, Bode. That's expensive. That's expensive. But he has decided to stay. Pity owes me 36 books. So we're going to put this down here. And we have to get a bone from Arnaaluk, and Pity is going to ask Arnaaluk to pay the 36 books for Bode, and Bode doesn't have a place to live. So we're going to let him live where the courier is supposed to be living. So we're going to come down to this house down here. Now this is going to be interesting because I don't really have a way for him to get here. I could take this piece down right here. I could take this down. Let me do this for a minute. Fix that, and let's see. Let's have him come in, and we're gonna have Bode live here for right now. And now I need absolutely Brittany and Leandro. I need both of them to be working on housing. So let's look at some housing that we can do and some places that we can put it. We can actually put another house right here. See this tree right here? I think I would like to put in a tree house, one of the jungle tree houses in this area. A large tree house. We have a dark oak tree house Here we have a Shire house, which we just established abode in, and a third house would get us a library. So let's bring out the builder tool. And here we are. And we're coming over. And we're in jungle. And under residences, we actually have two to choose from. This is the alternative, the new building, the new residence in jungle, right here, with the bedrooms downstairs, all the beds sleeping downstairs, almost like a dorm, and then living upstairs. In other words, having kitchen and dining and living upstairs and bedrooms in this area. And we're not going to do that one. Let's look at the larger one. This is the first residence, and this residence is actually pretty big, but I like the layout of this residence better. This has a master bedroom on the main floor, and someone sleeping on the porch. I call that the porch. And then two bedrooms upstairs. So a bedroom here and a bedroom on this side, and is one of my favorite houses. But I don't want this house where I was looking at the house. I would want this house over here in this area where the university is and where all of these things are. See this tree here or this tree right here. Now, even though there is no birch tree houses, this is outside of the this is outside of our location. So I think I'm going to put the first one right here. So let me see if I can do this. So see this border, and we're not going to get near the university, but we will get near this border. The border will move when I put in another building. Do I want one farther? We could actually build one on top of this builder, actually, but the one on top of this builder would need probably to be let me look at something for a moment. Hold on for a second. Let's go to some things that I did. Let's switch to monster to mermaid. I could have sworn that I took that lower piece off of that. Let's look at infrastructure. Let's look here, and let's look at residence, and let me see what I've got. I've got frozen, I've got urban, I've got desert, I've got, which is interesting. Those are see, it's a little wagon, our desert little wagon. And I've got frozen urban. And I've done a bunch of things with this building because this apartment building works really well. It's the urban birch apartment building, but I've taken off the outsides. This green residence, and there it is again. This one can be built up to a level 2, and this level 2 is one of these, is a hut. And so I've got that, and I don't want either of those. And then we have the no water tiny. tiny. Oh, I forgot about this. We could use this. This is what this tiny, and then we have the tiny dorm. Oh, this is nice. See these hillsides that we have here? So we have Shire, but we could also do the tiny dorm because it's big and heavy. We can change the materials to wood after it's built. And we could do one of these. Just one problem. We can't do these because they're level 5s. So I'm glad I remembered it soon enough. And this is where they came from. Both of those buildings are underwater buildings. And this is an underwater right here. And I was looking for something else. So let's come back to here. Infrastructure is still roads. And here, fundamentals. What residence is this? So we altered one of the desert houses, and that is there. And we have the full desert alteration right here. And yeah, so we're not using that. Let's look. And let me try. Do I have any place else to look? Infrastructure road. I didn't do it. Balloon platform. So here's a balloon platform we have. We could actually put this balloon platform underneath the campsite at one point to indicate that this balloon could take off and another balloon could land there. We could do the balloon platform later, but I don't have X. What I need is this tree, dark oak. What I need is this tree house, and let's go to fundamentals. There's only one residence in dark oak, and it's this one. And I need it without this ground piece. Without the ground piece, which means I would have to go into a flat world because I don't like doing that kind of stuff here. I would like to go into a flat world and remove that. If we removed it and removed the roots on this tree, we could put this tree in anywhere. And this is one of the good houses. One of the houses that I actually like. The only problem with what I'm talking about is I would have to do all 5 levels of it. And I have a tendency to just do the level 5 and have Tana build it myself rather than have them. So I can't do any of these. So we're restricted. I want to look for just a second. So Shire Editions gave us 2 new houses. The Longborough Residence, which we just did. I believe that is what we've got here. No, it's not. The Longborough Residence, level 5. Let's look at the level 5. Looks like this. And we haven't built this yet. And we didn't build this because this actually is a couple's apartment. 2 couples can live here, or a family can live here. And so we didn't build this one as the first one. I like the other one better, and that's why we built it. Let's come Warcraft. War Minecraft housing is more traditional. residence and is going to look like a farmhouse. That's the L house, and then the regular house, which looks like this. So I'm not interested in having these in this area. Switch. So, but I like those houses. Sandy doesn't have anything that we could put in a tree. Sandy's houses. Let's make sure. Residence. Five. Hold on. What is this? Ooh, it's an underground residence. What's it supposed to go under? This is interesting. I like it. There's stairs up. Wow, living under the desert. I like that. We might could use that here. Oh, that's fascinating. We could have them live. So see this little area right here? We could put in another house. Hold on, let me look at the inside. Before I fall in love with this, let me look at it. So this is the living area here, the kitchen. And there's a place for people to eat. Oh, I love the table and the seats. Nice job. And then we have 2 bedrooms. So we have a bedroom here with 3 beds in it, and a bedroom here where we can make a king-size bed. So we do have, I love it. I love it. This is from Sandy. Am I doing Sandy? I think I am. Yes, nice. This is Thaler, is the designer, and what a nice piece. So we're going to have one of these. We've got a couple places. So since we have the hospital here, we have this area here underneath the restaurant, which would be kind of interesting. But I think I'd rather have it over here where we still have a minor and we still have, wasn't that nice, Mixasa? I love that. That was a cool idea. That definitely was. Salut, Mixasa. Ça va? And yeah, that was an excellent idea. I love it. Okay, so let's find a place for this. We need some more people here. There's a courier, there's a miner, there's a builder, and so we definitely need at least one more house in this area. Now, we had wanted this person to be able to have a house as a part of this, but remember, the back of the Shire didn't work, and so we're using the alternative Shire on this field, and now we've got this house. Can I put the house down low? Let's go to sleep for a sec. I'm going to come down here. And by the way, for those of you who are watching, Mixasa is the style designer for Underwater Base and for the Cliff style, along with his partner Matlam, his friend. And so this balloon is actually their design. This is a supply camp. And Arnaaluk the city underwater is most. You're trying to play Minecolonies, but it seems that you're playing Food Supply Chain Simulator. Oh yeah. Because near the restaurant was a very bad idea. It is a thing to work out. It absolutely is. And it's one of the reasons why this retreat, I am trying to keep it at level 1 until I decide how I'm going to do the food here, because we're not going to have certain farms. A lot of the food supplies are going to come from Arnaaluk, and I know what you're talking about. I have 5 dairies, and I'm going to have a 6th dairy farmer as soon as one of the dairies goes up to level 5. I'm going to put another dairy farmer in there. While I'm talking for a second, let me think about this. What tempo, Captain? I'm trying to decide whether to have her be able to go down to her house from here. See this right here? See that little area right there? Let's click and let's come here and let's look at Sandyton. We're looking at residence. We're looking at the nope, it didn't switch. Let's go back to Sandy. S-A-N-D-Y. I probably did that. Sandyton, the residence. Hello. Coffee? Coffee?
It's hot.
It's too hot? Okay.
Let me try it.
Fundamentals, the residence. I think we're looking at this one. Yes, we are. And let me see. See where the stairs are. So the stairs are on that side. Let me raise it up for a second. The stairs are there.
It's very hot.
It's very hot,
But it is slurpable.
but it's slurpable. Mmm. It smells wonderful.
I wanted hot coffee because it's hot.
Mmm.
I did. And it tastes really good.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Mmm.
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's come here. Vincentius Primus, everybody. Poking his head in. So because of where the stairs are, turn this around. This is gonna work. This is going to work. This is going to work. So see right here, we're now outside of this build. So this build is not going to interfere. This is a level 5, so nothing can happen to it. And let's come over here. And let's come down. And let me see if I can get it to be right here. So I want the ladder to come out in this area, but see, she's got a little work yard there. And so if this does come out in this area, we would actually have to, it's a good thing it's showing the level 5. We would have to move it over and give her a little bit of a sidewalk right there. But I want to see where this is for a second. That's what I thought. So see that part right there? I need for it not to dig up the rest of the ground. So you can actually put this underground. I just need to find this part right here. This part is going to get dug out and the rest isn't. So since it can't go the way I thought, can it go this way? Let's raise it up and find the stairs for a second. I want to bring the stairs would be facing the wrong way. So this is the only way that we could put it in if we put it here. If we put it on this side, there isn't anything, it would just be sticking out. If we put it across the way, let me see something for a second. Is there enough land mass here to put it here? So see, there's the stair down right there. That's the stair down. And if we put it right here at this part of the street, right here. So this is a way kind of up. So if we put it right underneath this, so that the entrance is right here. So let me look. That is where the stair is. This part is coming out too far off of the cliff. All right, can't do that. Let's come over here. So this is the balloon platform for the cliff style right here. And this cliff style platform is sitting in front of the Shire mine. So the mine cart is actually going to come out here and deposit stuff from the mine. This balloon platform is going to have one of the couriers on it who's going to carry the stuff over to Arnaaluk. And that's how we want it to work. The mine is here. So if we put something in the ground, it could not go below this mark right here. This is 116. So we could have the house be there, but 116 would have to be the lowest that it could be. And let's bring it over and let's see if we can put it here in 116. We might not be able to. See it moving through the ground there? And let's move it up. And I'm going inside for a second and move the bottom floor of this over. This is new, this thing where I can see the level 5. That's actually pretty cool. Well, maybe it's not. It just looks different. Looks different than it has. And there we are. So there's the white for it. So that is it being at the correct level. They're not going to dig through the house if the house is here. But the house is too high right here like this. It's too high in this location. I mean, even if we turn it around and stick it in the ground here, then it puts the, ooh, oh, you know what's interesting about this? Isn't there a door right here? There sure is. Look at this door that's going to be on the future of this place. And then this would be in the hill. That would work. Oh, that would be nice. Hold on. I have to get them not to overlap, but I want them to be as close as they can to each other. I can't get them overlap because, there. See that right there? That's the way down, right here. So this is up too high. Let's bring it down 1. And I'll have to check on the inside and see where that is. And is that now at the same level? Yes. Ah. Now, it is sticking out. We could expand the plateau here. I would like to do that. The fact that that has that back door, the miner has a back door here and could go down into a house that's right here, appeals to me. Now the question is, how many animals are going to come down there? We'll have to figure out something about the house itself. Okay, so how far down is it now? I'm going to bring it up 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're saying that this is where the walk is for that apartment building, is right for the mine. No, it's up one more. It's up one more. So we can bring it up actually to here. And this is where the walk is for that. So the walk is right here. Let's take that away. Let's put this grass back for a second in this section so I can see this walk right here to this. Okay, and then so they would come, there's nothing here. They would come out of the house here and they could walk over to here, and that's what I want to look at. It could walk over this ridge right here to right here where this is, and that is in the right place. Right here to right here. Oh my gosh, I think we're going to do this. Okay, so here's a problem, Houston. See that right there? How did they get to that? How did Thaler have them getting to that to build it? To even assign a builder? Let's go to sleep. I'm going to have to dig it out. And I want to dig it out in the least. I'm going to dig it out by the stair so that I'm not making a big mess of the plateau. So I'm here right now, and we're going to come here, and I'm going to go down to the hut block. So let me get a shovel because this is Minecraft, and let's come to here, and here we go. So we can see the stairs going down right here. We need them. We actually need this part to be here, like this. And the stairs are still going down. And we're at a rock area down here, so we're probably going to have to, there's a door. And we've got rock. Let's get the rock. And luckily we can see because of the light on this piece. Let's come to here and let's see where this is. And there it is. And there we are. So there is the level 1. And this is a level 1, and the level 5 looks like this, but that is in fact the hut block right there. There's a door, and we're hopping up the stairs, and they can get to the build. We will put, and we can do it now. Let's do it now. So let's do this. We're going to bring the hill up around this part right here, right now. And all of this, they might take that part away. It doesn't look like it though. So we'll bring this part up in this area right here. And I suppose I could do this while they're, uh-oh, I'm filling in the stair, I bet. Did I fill in the stair? Almost, okay. And let's come back up. I could do this while they're working on it, right? So let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Assign a builder. And a builder is able to be assigned. So then we can come down into this hole we just made. And there it is, right there. And let's do build options. The builder is going to be Brittany. Build the building. And we're going to have another house. Now Brittany's a level 2, remember? Because we made a no, because we couldn't get that building, this Shire builder. The level 1 is glitched, so we couldn't do it. And by glitched, let me see if they fixed it yet. Let's come here. Shire, I don't think it's Shire Additions, that builder. No, it's actually Shire proper. S-H-I-R-E. John. And did I just do it again? I did. I just went to, isn't that interesting that it won't show me Old Shire? S-H-I-R-E. Okay, now it will. And there it is. So the builder, this level 5, that's the one that I wanted. But we did the alternative one because it doesn't cut. See, it only has one. See the back of it? It didn't mess up the ground. In the same way, see how those are coming up? Those pieces, these pieces right here, mean that nothing will be taken away in that spot. This is the level 1 of the building. The alternative building, and this is the level 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had to get beyond the level 1. We built the level 2 so that they'd be able to build it, because the placement is wrong for the level 1. So that's why we did that. So Brittany is the level 2 builder, which is going to help us get this stuff done pretty quickly. And she is working underneath. Now she is using, let me look at the tools for a second. As a level 2, can she use iron yet? It says hut level tools that a level 2 is iron. And she is using an iron shovel. And we might have to give her a second one. She started working, but I'm going to let her work on that. I'm going to let her ask for something before. So now I've got a house going in here, which I'm really happy about. She's going to dig out the entire underneath there of that mountain. See right here where they have to walk around this part right here and this part right here? I think we're actually going to put in some road here, and I have road that I made for cliff style when I was doing Rosa Oru and Prasino. And let's switch to monster, and let's come here. We did some jungle roads and we made them into spruce roads. So we have a spruce diagonal right here. And this diagonal, let's turn it around and see if we can use it in this area here. So we could put a diagonal, look at that. We could put a diagonal right here that will come around to the front of this house perfectly. And we can support the diagonal with beams. We can either have the beams come out of the underneath part like this, right here. See, we have beams holding up this side of the building, and that is from cliff style. Or we could have posts, pillars come down. I think I'd rather have beams come out here for this part, and you can see that we got a problem, Houston, and I think I did it properly. Let's see if I did. See these? They should be on the other side as well, because if they're not, they're going to take away from the building. Ooh, it's inside. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Ready? And we've got this. And where is it? Hold on. Let's come back here for a minute. And look, it closed up. These are spruce roads. This is a diagonal. It's in the right place. And did it move? Let's just make sure it didn't move. Ah, here's an interesting thing. It's up higher at that end than it is here. So we'll have to bring a piece down in this section. And let us build it, construct it, and let's go inside and see what damage was done to the inside of this. Yay! We didn't damage it. I did it right. Now that is something that I altered specifically to be able to do this, to be able to put a structure like this right here. And yeah, see, in these parts right here, we could just bring a log out at that end, a log out here. And why don't we do that? Honk. Is it dark? It almost is. And that will give us the support that we need. So a log, probably for this longer part right here. Let's do oak, because there is oak in this area. So we're going to do oak through. Even though this is spruce, we're going to do an oak log piece out to there. What are you doing? Oh, there's no way for you to get to your house now? Is that it? Is that what you're saying? Hold on. Let's go to sleep. What is Bode doing? We're going to have to give Bode something to do. We could have him curry. We could have him be a courier for a while. He's not good at it. But we could have him do it until we have a rabbit hutch. Or we could build a rabbit hutch. Look what's happening! Look, there it is. There it is. And we'll cover it up so it'll be good. Yay! That's the, let's come back here and finish what we're doing here. So there's a log there. I could bring the log to this part, and I probably should bring the log over from here. But I think I'd rather bring it over from here. See right there? Bring the log completely over in this section. Right here. So this is how this is being held up. Right to about there. And these logs are punched into the ground. Let's punch it all the way back on that one. And this one here, all the way back into the ground. And they're holding up these areas. We don't need this, and I built this, so I'm taking this away. Right here, I don't have to save the wood because I built it. Let's put grass in there and here, and now we need the other piece. As soon as we take this part down, let's take this down, we don't need it. We can put in fence right there. And if I wanted, I could put the fence on the outside of that. Shall we? Shall we bring this out one more and put the fence here? This way? I think so. And there we are. All right. So now, let me do this. See that right there? Let's do a shovel for a moment. And let's get this to connect here. And that'll get them to use that part of the road. And now this is down one. And I do have a short piece. Let's look at monster, and let's go to Spruce Road. Now there's a short straight right there. Let's come over to here and see if I have a short straight here. Do I still need a jog? Or should I do a jog? Let's bring the jog down for a second and see if that's better. It might not be. Let's see how the jog goes. See, because we have this walk there, the jog is actually for this location right here. So just to, look at that, just to go around this corner right here and over to here. We could use that piece. Ooh, look how this has turned into a cliff style. This is very curious. So yeah, if we have the road, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 here. So let me get this piece to come there so I could see it. I mean, I've got this set. I should almost do it right now. Yeah, I don't care about that part. It's this part right here that goes around that piece. Right in this corner here. Let me line these. That looks like a pretty good line. It's close enough to the house that it's probably going to get taken away when the house is done. It is supported in this area, and it is running right on the border of that and across the border of the house, but we don't have to worry about that. Let's put this one in. Constructed, and let's X. So right here, let's take this out. We definitely want this piece of fence to be here for right now, and we can put this here, and then from here we'll have it come out and around again. So we'll probably need a corner right in this part to join up to this piece right here means coming down one. So now let's get something to come down here just for a second. And let's go to the builder tool and build. Is she waiting for something? Hold on. Brittany, what are you doing? You're not doing anything? Where are you? Are you sick? It's daytime. I don't want to call her in case she's at the hospital. Let's come over and see if she's here. Riley is here, but no one else is. Let's see if she's getting something to eat and is having trouble getting something to eat. Romina is here. Where is she? Is she actually digging? Oh my gosh, she actually is. Wow, look at this. Look what she's found. She's found iron. If she doesn't take that iron out, we'll have to. And the coal. That might be the end of where she's digging, and that's the reason why I'm saying that. And okay, so she's okay. She's digging, and she's doing fine. So let's come back to here. Am I at Monster to Mermaid? I am, and I do that every single time. Monster. Okay, and let's come here and let's look at Spruce Roads, and let's look at the long straight. So this is a long straight piece. Let's bring it down in front, and let's see what it looks like if we set it right down here like this. If we set it like this, it's actually 2 down. It's 1, 2 down here. It would almost be better to set it right here, and then we can combine that part. And I might just go ahead and build the ramp or build the stair for this, having this be here. Let's turn it out. And I just want these to match for a second. Match these pieces right there. And that will allow us to have a stair piece in front. Let us construct it, and let's X. So this piece is here now, and right here, let's continue. We're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need do I want to put some support? I think this is okay as a deck. This part under here is going to need the ground underneath it. I think we just removed it, the ground under here. So we can put the ground back in this part right here. And this is what's holding this up. Nope, right there. And here, we're going to take away the decoration piece. The decoration block, we don't actually need it. And we're going to quickly cover this, otherwise he won't be able to get into his house. And here we have this part. So I'm going to get a lantern so you can see. So we'll put a lantern here, a lantern here, and let's bring this down 1 so he can get home. Are you going over the top and coming down where? Oh, there you go. It's like, where are you going to come down to? Let's get some spruce plank. I've got all sorts of things here. Let's get plank, spruce plank, to use for this area here. So where is all this wood coming from? This wood is coming from Arnaaluk. Arnaaluk is providing materials for Pity, our lovely little town here. Let's have this go this way, because that actually is the top of that. And you definitely can't see now. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. And so we have this part, and then all we have to do is add this. And we're not having that. Let's put this here and then put the fence right there. And that should keep them from going over the top. But if it doesn't, we'll just put a little bit more of a fence there. We can put something on this fence, which would be fun. See all these beautiful vines? Look at all these beautiful vines. How can I do it? I don't think you can attach, I think I can attach it. I would have to attach it to the bottom. Yeah, and they would be hanging down from here like that, in that place. That would be curious. I've added a vine. This part is here. Let's take these away. 1, 2. I owe them 2 torches. Torch, T-O-R-C-H. 1, 2, and we'll put them here with the rest. And now this. Do I have anything? I might have stair. I might have ramp. I might have something. But I don't. Spruce Road is only that. Fundamentals is only residence. Infrastructure is a farm road. Okay, that's good to know. Let's go back. Infrastructure here. That's all farm. Decorations is the balloons. And let me see if I have something here. I do have some walks. I have the sea tug. What's in this infrastructure? Gradual stair. Oh, look at that. We did this for Rosa Oru. We were putting in a stair piece for them. It's too long for here. And we don't need the rail in this section. I don't think they're going to need it. We will make them faster. We'll have them have the experience from research to walk faster in this area. We're not going to put rail in. We're going to use balloons. We're going to have a balloon platform for the hospital, for the hospital here. And where, I don't know yet. We could actually put it out from here, from this area here. Put the platform out. And we'll see. But yeah, and then the balloon platform for the miner. Those two are really important. Let's go ahead and just make it. Now, I know we could do a ramp, but we're not gonna. I don't want to do stair. it's at this particular place here. That's going to have to be supported. And we'll put this part in. Let's put the light right here. Take that away and bring this over. Bring this over. And bring this, whoops, bring this down and evenly in this section right here. And that helps protect them. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ah! So I think we just need a short here to connect these, and then this part will be done. Does this need support? Yeah, I think so. Why don't we have this one? Yeah, let's have this one here actually be this, coming to there. And that works for us. Now we can either we can either cover these or just enjoy the lovely rawness of the forest. By having those. We'll see in a little bit what we want to do. And as that goes for the house too. See how we're down to the rock part here? For now, I'm going to just take and make that look like that. So we're in the hill in this area. This came out when we were doing that, and so we'll put that back in. And now we need a short. A corner isn't going to work. We might just go ahead and put a long in just to fix that part. And we'll do that. And then we'll get Leandro working on something, working on a house as well. This all has to do with the house that's going up here. This house can walk over the top of this. This house is going to be able to walk over the top and come down to here. And is there any place to come to? They can come here. Oh, sorry, it's dark. Hold on. See, this is what I was talking about. The house can come, the house is right in this area right here. So it can come down this part right here and into this section. And this section is where we're putting this extra road piece. And I have this. You okay? Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say something to me. Okay. Let's come here and let's do Spruce Roads straight. I think it's going to need this full straight in order to work. Let me see for a second. Let's raise it up. So this is where it's supposed to be. It's too long, so let's use the short. Let's go here. That's the mistake that I keep making. Spruce Road, short. And let's bring the short piece to here. Sort of kind of in the middle, isn't it? I think so, but that's okay. This will allow us to put in this part here. We can close that part off and we can connect these two. That seems like an awful lot missing, doesn't it? but I think that's what we're going to do. Although I don't like it, I would almost rather that it came this way and was a part of this right here. So it comes right to that line, that corner right there, or right out to here. Whoops, wait, not down, up. And let me see if I want it to come and match that. I think I'd rather that it match that. I actually want it to go this direction. I'm going to have the, I can have the wood pieces come out from here to hold it up. Let's put this in for a second. No? It would be better to use the long piece. I hope Mr. Villager went back to sleep. I hope so. It was pretty early. And let's come here. Let's come up. And this is where the road is right here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and back this up to this part underneath. And then have it be there like that. You see what it's doing? It's going to come all the way back. But in a way, I think that's going to be okay. So let's do this. Ready? Constructed. And sure enough, X. So see, a portion of it came off here. And that's actually okay. Because this is the part that we need to work on. Let's bring, let's bring the fence over to here. Bring this part down. And then we can put in here spruce coming up to here. Let's put on this side spruce coming up, and then we've got this section right here. So we need a slab, right here, and then underneath we might as well fill it in and put that part and this part, which means this is going to be also right in here and to here. Look at that. You might leave that. You might leave that as like some sign of something. And this, we can take that one down. No. Yes. And to here. So we won't need that piece. They're going to put it back every single time, but that's okay. We just need this. And let's get the shovel for a second. And let's take it and make that path right there. We can even do that shortcut. We can let them shortcut. Right there. And right to there. One key. So these are our fences so far. We'll look and see if we want to do something different. What is that? Oh, it's spruce. What's this? Look at the difference. Isn't that curious in the in the light, it's different. See this right here? And this? Do we need to do what we did with the other and actually have this be a specific walk piece right along here? Now they might take this away. We'll see. Just because this is here and these are in the ground, and have this be here. Remember when she actually fell, she only fell to here, luckily, but that would stop that. And now let's put a proper bridge. I wasn't putting one, but look, it's become one of the ways. So we might as well do a proper bridge across, look at this, across this drip. Did I support this? Not yet. We're going to support it from here. Let's put a support right here. Right here on this block. Bring this block over the whole way. And that is supporting this. How? Because look where it is. Nope, I'll have to do it from here. Let's put this back. That's okay. Put that part there. Let's put that part in. And let's take this away and put this in right here. And let's do it in the back one, so that it goes into this piece right here underneath that. That's what I would rather have it do. So where are you? Where did you go to? You went to here, and bring this part over. And so now we have this piece coming right here, and that's holding this section up right here. We could have a support right here as well, and those two things I think would hold that. So I think that's how we're going to make it work. And there we have it. That looks like oak. It is. Let's bring the oak over to a corner here, and then what do? Normally with stuff like this, we would put in like a support or something here. How far down would this tree go? Do we want to plant a tree? Ooh. Would we like to plant a tree there? Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? What is this? This is yellow birch. I like the idea of that. Let's try an experiment. Let's get a piece of this. And right here, let's bring it up all the way in this part right here. And then right here, let's put a dirt piece, which we have on us. I'm going to need some light anyway, aren't I? Do I have a lantern handy? Let's just get one of these and put here. Let's do yellow birch. Saplings. Is there a separate sapling for yellow birch? Or does yellow birch just grow in this area? Yeah, they are. So there's orange, there's brown, and there is a yellow. All right, and then bone, of course. We would need bone meal. U-N-E. And let's get some bone meal. And let's see if we can grow this. Do 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 do. Look, it's a baby. Look at the baby. Okay. It's not a baby anymore. And that is supposed to be a yellow birch. That's interesting, isn't it? But the yellow birch will support these guys. And so we can have... Ah! I'm falling. We can have... No, I can't put one there. Are they attached to the branches? They sure are. So I'd have to put it from here. And it's a little baby tree. Let me see what... Let's go to sleep and let's see what it looks like in the morning. Do we need to put a forest there? Sleep! Oh my goodness. Oh wow. We've almost done 2 whole hours. Dun 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 dun. So we have a new tree right here on this forest line. Look what's down here. Ooh, from the Forgotten. Oh, what are you? Silver maple. See the silver maples coming up. And what's that? And that's just an oak right there. Well, that is an oak in this area. See that oak there? Look at that. You could actually have a tree, one of the dark oak tree houses, be down below in that area. I don't like this tree here. I don't like the way it came out. I would like it to be thicker or something. So how did they get these really odd, beautiful things like this? Do we want to try again? Do we want to try from down here and maybe see if we can do it? What do I have on me? I have too much stuff. You can come here. I don't need you. You're in the world. You're in the world. And I'm not using you right now. Bring this down. Bring the bone down. Bring these two here. Let's hold on to that. I don't need the fence. And let's bring these. These are all things that I introduced. And so that's why I'm saying that. Let's put this here. I've got an axe, and then I just need a piece of dirt. So let's try from here. Let's put dirt here. It might not grow because of the fence, because of the bridge right there. It might not actually grow. And that's what we would have to find out. But for right now, it definitely is. Look, it's complicated up here. It's just not complicated enough. Boink. See how that is? That's what happened to Tiago. He was chopping down branches and he did that. But he was standing on top of the tree when he did it. Look at that, just that already greened over. Whoa! There we go. That's what we wanted. That works perfectly. Excellent. That's what we were after. Thank you. Yay, team. This is gorgeous. And then we can put these here and we'll see if they grow out and give us some glow in this area. That matches so good. Okay, and so from here, let us repair the tree. Wow, we sure got a lot, didn't we? And see those down there? See those? We can put some of these on, and that'll give it its look that it has in this area. And then I could make the roots deeper in this part right here. Oops. And have it come up right from here. Let's have that root come up there. And then on those root tops, we can put carpet, moss carpet on that part. And we're good. Yahoo! Aren't they neat? Yay! It's a baby. We could have it touch the other one right here. Bring it out a little tiny bit and go, hi, mama. And just have it come out from there. But dun 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 dun, we did it. Oh, I'm glad we went back and tried again, because that is nice. So let's make the road just a little tiny bit safer right here. Put that in, and I think we're good. And so they can come here and walk here and come here and around to here. And this is the plateau. And so that tree being there is fine because it's a part of that section right there. It doesn't interfere with the balloon platform, which is right here, and this balloon platform, which we have here, and we might add another courier to this area because of that balloon. And she's working on this. And what is that? That probably goes down to the second floor. Do you know? It shouldn't though. This should be the end. That's curious. I don't want her to go too far because this is what it looks like underneath. See? It's going to be really interesting when the miner starts mining in this area because of that. And we should have a druid as well. Okay, we don't need these. We are good. And now we have the third house. And let me see how she's doing. If Ezra is saying that she's working on something. She's not working on anything. Let's go over and get Ezra. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, almost 3. We're going over to the university right here. And we're going to get Ezra to work on on the library. Hello, Ezra. And let's come here and let's look at this. Actually, I think we need to have hearts for this. So we're going to change into a survivalist. We're going to change into a survivalist and have hearts like a player. And that way we don't insta research. I don't want to do research instantly. And then from here, I need from the inventory these 3 books. And we'll come to here and look at civilian. And there's Keen. And this is going to unlock the library for us. It also unlocks citizen XP growth, which would be good. Haste, which we are going to use here. And we're not using rail, and we're absolutely not having them climb vines. Studious, all of this is going to be unlocked from here. So here we go. What do I need? Requires a residence. Wait, it's not done yet. I forgot the residence isn't done yet. Okay. Isn't there something else she can work on? I want her to work on something else. I could borrow from myself. Why don't I do that? Nah, I'm frustrating. How do you people stand it? Not having any magic. It's so frustrating. Let's go to the warehouse. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it like a person. I'm going to have one of these, and we'll go down here like she does. And we'll go across, and let's look at which way we're going. We're going this way, up here. And we're going this way. Hello, Lana. Oh, she is a child. Wow. So she hasn't even started university yet. She just is probably about to start, and she's having, oh, but she's from the Bar family. There's actually family of hers in Arnaaluk. How nice. And let's cut across here. Where are we headed? We're headed for the warehouse. So we're going to come over this way because the warehouse is right back here. Everyone's tucked in. Yeah, it does make it that I would think, oh, you know, maybe I should take her because she's from that family, but she's not ready yet to be in this environment where she would have to start working and stuff like that. She should be in school. And so let's come to here. Let's go back. Let's sort first. And now let's come to here. And let's look for hay. And oh my gosh, we don't have enough. Let's look for wheat. Yay, we brought some with us. Okay. And the wheat is right over here. One short. That's just so crazy. So let's see how many this makes. Let's go to the back. And let's just go ahead and make a set. And we're going to have 7 again. So that's how we got 7. Okay. This is not theirs. And I can't do anything with it right now. And this is not theirs. Those two. But this is theirs. That's not theirs. And everything else is okay. All right. Let's find the other hay bales. So we can have 8. No, it says 7. Let's come over here. Let's look for it. There we go. And we'll add, so now we have 14. We don't need this. We'll take this back. And the rest is, what's in here? Hold on. Do I have stuff in here that needs to be here? Yeah. I have this and this. Remember I made 3 more books? I forgot. I have this, and that belongs to Tana, that bamboo. And I have an extra one of these, which I'm just going to put here for a second. Let's come here, and these extra books, extra torches, and we're good. Come out the way we came in, and we're going to go back in the dark across to the university. We're coming up to the town hall and the tavern. There's a tavern right there. And I can see a couple elevators. I think that elevator is the university elevator right here. So we can come up here and go up. And here we are. And we'll come in. And let's have her do the hay bales for now, until we get to the other things that we can do. That way we can start first aid. It does up their health points, and that is a good thing for us. So she's going to do that. She can only do 1 at a time because this is a level 1, and that's going to be for the next 30 minutes. So she'll be able to do another one, but that's going to open up gourmand for them to be able to be satisfied. It's going to open up happiness, having a circus come when we get a level 2 university or town hall. And higher learning, we don't have any kids yet. This is one we want to do. We definitely want to do that, and we need 8 bones from Arnaaluk. And I have the number of bones written down, so when we go there, we can look at it. And we can't do anything else more here in combat. We were supposed to bring back 3 blocks of iron, and I think we did. So that we can get a barracks. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't want a barracks. And I don't know how I'm going to get, what I want is an archery here for them. But I don't want a barracks. And I don't think there's going to be any way. We're not even going to bother with coffee. It doesn't work. The barracks, I don't need anything else from this except this archery right here. And then down here, we're using this to get armor so that we can get warmer clothing for them. Somewhere down the line here, there it is the iron, the skin, iron skin, and then we get to plate armor, see? So we would take this way down. I don't need the arrows, except I do. So I need taunt, so that I can get consume arrows, so I can get paranormics for the druids. The druids need paranormics, and that's what we're after. So we do have to do some combat in order to get those things, because we need them. In technology, we're not going to have any farms. We can do the rabbit hutch because that's what Bode is supposed to be getting, a rabbit hutch. And we'll figure out which one we want to put somewhere. I think we're going to have an enchanter tower here. Because, yeah. So we're going to have an enchanter tower. I don't think we're going to have another mine, but we'll see about that. But we do need an enchanter because we also need an alchemist. Since this is a retreat, it will allow them to do things. We're not going to have a carpenter if we can get away with it. But we are going to have a Fletcher, and look at that. So we have to study woodwork. And let me see what this says. Yep, we need a sawmill level 1. Okay, so in order to have a Fletcher, which we do want, because that's druid work, we will have to have a small carpenter. I think there are some smaller ones that we can use. That'll be fine. We're not smelting here unless we have to. And I don't think we do. Do I want a glass shop here? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to have glass. That's not really forest like. The Fletcher is for arrows, bows and arrows for the competitions. And we could, how much time? Let me see. Let's turn back into, is she working? We have her working on first aid. And when it comes to real first aid, down here, we're going to do, we do have to do this. We have to do the lifesaver and the masks. Lifesaver not so much, but we definitely need masks and vaccines. And we want to be able to do those when the time comes. And then we need the graveyard. And down here we're doing band-aids, and so that's what the golden carrot is for. We're too early with that. And that's our look at the future. Now, because we need a barracks, because Leandro is still not doing anything, let me turn back into a mob. I'll be a magical mermaid. And let's come out here, and we can do one of two things, and then go back to Arnaaluk. We can look at rabbit hutches, since Bode is in fact that. And then when that house is done, we'll check on couriers again. But let's come here. Let's look at the ground. Do I still have stuff? I do. But now I can do this. Wait. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's put these things right here. These are theirs. Let's bring these down right here, and let's make these go away, because I brought those in and we don't need those anymore. I know I legitimately got those yellows, but I got them from that, and it's okay. We don't need that. Ooh. Except I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking it needs another one, like right there and right there, and okay, and maybe right there. I like that. Okay, I'm decorating. All right, let's come up here. I'm decorating. Let's come here. Let's get the build tool. And let's come out. We're looking at the ground. Touch something. Let's look at the jungle rabbit hutch for a second, because I've never seen it. Let's rise up. What are we looking at? Interesting. Okay, so this is the jungle rabbit hutch, and I don't think I've seen it since, wow, Misequay. New Misequay maybe, that I've seen a rabbit hutch from the jungle. That's not the way I remember, so that might be updated, that part. Let's go to Dark Oak and let's look at the rabbit hutch. Okay, level 5. Wow, this is interesting. So they are all protected in here. And how are they keeping them from getting out? I think they can jump that. I think they can. We would probably put in the new way, have them go underneath and have this be actual fence here. And that way we wouldn't lose them. They're growing carrots back here where they can't get them. What do you mean they can't get them? They'll just dig underneath this fence. I do like the water. I like that. Let's come up here to the office. This is nice. This is good. I don't know that Arcology has a rabbit hutch. Let's look. COL. It should. I know it should, but let's look and see. And of course it does. What you look like? Aw, it's tiny and cute. Look at that. That's all we need. Will he be disappointed? I might be disappointed. That's too tiny. Let's look at Shire for a second. Shire. At Shire Editions. And the rabbit hutch. Yes. Welcome back, Mr. Villager. And it is completely under. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Shoot. Do you see what I see? I would love to use this, but look at, see this chimney part here? This part would have to, see how this is right here? I wouldn't want this to come down. It looks like they've made it that it wouldn't. Let's see if I like the inside. This is nice. I have a big area. Where does this go? Ah, yep, sure enough. Let me look again at that. Let's see what I'm looking at. Because it looks like you're walking through the rabbit hutch. It looks like you're walking through the rabbits on that side. Well, that's all we'd need, isn't it? But there's something about it. If it fit in this corner here. Oh, we don't have any corner here anymore. We just used that corner. It's not going to fit there. And we would want something where if we have kids and they have school, the school would actually be over here. This is going to be interesting. Isn't enough even? Yes, I know. It's too small. It definitely is. There he is. Okay, good. If we're going to keep the children's stuff together, and I'd like the rabbit hutch to be for the kids, we could actually sit one on the ground in the university area. I'm outside. I think it comes back much farther than it does. Do I want it to? Should I go ahead and put a druid tower in here somewhere? See right here off of the university? Can I put a druid here? Can I put a walkway here? Have a couple houses here where children are raised in this area. So we could have 2 houses here, possibly 3. So we decided that children can be here. Some druids wanting to give their child the real forest life opt to come here, and a safe forest, of course. And like that, I don't want the druid then to be off of there. It would make sense, look where this is, to have a druid off of here, but it would also make sense to have a platform, a courier platform off of here as well. So there are 4 entrances. Nope, that's not an entrance. There's 2. So there's one on this side. There isn't one here. So there are 2 entrances. Okay. And so, yeah, a courier platform on this side, or a courier platform on top. Actually have stairs to go down in this area. Stairs to go down and come up, like we have stairs here, a stairwell for them to use. They do like elevators. They actually do. Oh, Mr. Villager. Poor Mr. Villager. So I'm looking for some place for a rabbit hutch, believe it or not. And I can't do it. I can't do it yet. We're gonna have to have Bode do something else for us for a while. I'm gonna look at his stats again. He's gonna fill in doing something. He would like to have some rabbits. We could put rabbits on the field. We could maybe put rabbits above this house here, or right above this area right here. I didn't want to take away too much of the field because this is where the cows are. And I want to see if we can keep the cows there without fencing it in. That's what I want to see. You're not that poor? Poor Professor Higgins. Okay. Where is she? Something's happened with her, and we'll check right now. And then we'll go back to that. There she is. And sure enough, all right, this is it, people. We've got a builder. She wants something.
What's it today then?
And this is going to be interesting. She wants sandstone. Wow. This is going to be very curious.
Okay.
Yes, I will work on it. We could pause her to keep her from being too upset, but I think it's going to be interesting. Speaking cursive in 2 secs. This is going to be interesting. We are going to have to take a moment and we're going to have to go to Arnaaluk. Arnaaluk is, we're going to have a stonemason make us sandstone enough to build a house. And this is going to be fascinating. So let's put away the tool for right now. Let's come to here. Put this away. We're not going to need this at all right now. I'm going to put these up. Put this here. And we are going to use magic and sand in the middle of this beautiful field and look at the area. And let's go to here. We've got our map and we're going to, I think we can click on this and just teleport here, but I'm afraid that we're not using the actual spell. So let's use this spell. There we go. And that ensures that we don't end up in rock. This is the museum, the original pod that the Arnaaluk first 4 came in on. We are also missing one of the first 4 here too, Kenzo. And we're going down into the level 5 underwater base. Town Hall. Hi, Sirat. Hello. How are you? And this town hall has the insert, one of the garden inserts already added. And we came down here to look and see if we have any sandstone. Now we have tons of sand locations in this area. Look, Ma, no hands. Okay. And we can check and see if we have something here. This is the first warehouse. There are actually 3 warehouses here. 2 of them are working. One of them is not being used as yet. And we're going to come here. Let's go back and let's sort the warehouse first. And then let's come here and let us do this. So there's sandstone in that. There's sand. And we have 30, so we have sand, but that sand's for making glass. Let me look and see how much gravel we have. We have 6. Let's get to the gravel for a minute. Is it on this floor? We're looking for an indicator, and it's upstairs. So we're going to go up. Yep, we're going to go upstairs to find gravel, and there's an indicator, a couple, and we'll come here, and there's gravel right here. That's not enough for what I want. Let's come over here, and this is enough. 1, 2. Let's do one thing for a minute. Let's take these and put these right here. So see, I have 2 sets of builders. These are these three, of course, no builder, but these are Pity and these are Arnaaluk. Okay, and then let's fill this in. One, two. Okay, and we'll take that down. We're going to take this to our crusher, Raquel, and Raquel is going to make us some more sand so that we can make sandstone as well as glass and concrete. And so we're going to come back here, and we're walking through the forest area, the forest farms. River is working on the cruise submarine, if I'm not mistaken. And that was one of our couriers going by. Here comes another. And this is Raquel here. And so we'll give Raquel some more sand, some more gravel to turn into sand. And let me see what she's doing, what she's actually doing. Hello, you. What you doing? She is making sand. And so she's working on that. And we'll leave her to what she's doing for right now. Calvin, is getting us stuff from what? Calvin, what are you using? Are you doing gravel? And why are you using that?
I'll take care of it.
I don't know that I want you to do that. Hold on. Let's come here and look at... So he's supposed to be using the diamond mesh and doing soul sand. One of these down here has come undone. Doing soul sand here. Ah, there it is. Gravel for that. Let's disable this. I don't want him doing gravel. He can do soul sand for the soul sand stuff. And that's what we'll have him do for right now. Thank you, Calvin, but I don't want those. Okay. And we'll let him go. There's one of our druids. Okay, so now let me come down here. This is Amanda, Amanda's actually first blacksmith. We have 3. This is Sloan, and she is first ores smelter. We have 2. This is Yale, and he is second. Hold on. About that. Needed some water. This is Yale, and he is second stone smelter, and Nancy is first mason right here. We're going to look for crafting sandstone, and there it is right there. Cobble and sand. Perfect. So she knows how to make it. Let's see if her brother or cousin, we said it wasn't a brother, remember? Because if it was a brother, it would show up. The relationship would show up. We thought in the beginning that it might be a partner, but it's actually turned out she chose someone else.
What's it today?
Spencer. And see in the list, see it says no siblings. So they're just cousins. And
Hi.
we'll look here. Hi. And sure enough, he knows how to. And so that means that Avery, our third stonemason, also knows how to do it. Mr. Villager in chat is saying keep going. Calvin is his name. His name is Calvin. Like calf, like a calf. Calvin. And we'll go back to Calvin for a second so we can look at his
Fine
name.
afternoon, isn't it?
Oh, Leroy. I'm sorry. Leroy is first carpenter. Oh, and it's too late. Everyone's going home. See that? They're all going down to the Witch Hazel apartments, which are down in this area. And look, I don't know whether Mixasa actually saw, but Calvin actually has fish in his aquarium right here. And this is so beautiful. It's so amazing. But this machine is amazing. This is the sifting plant. And at level 5, underwater base sifting plant. Probably because we took the plants off of the roof, that this is leaking. And let me do something for a moment to fix it. Because you know me. I don't have to do that. This is what I need. I need one of these and one of these. And so the machine isn't it? This is it. Okay, so now we know what's going on here. And we're just going to have to put in, we can actually, I think, slab it and it won't leak. Did I wash away anything? I hope not. Let's put the stair piece back for a second. Let's see if I can slab it. And I would need a piece. Where's the closest place where I have some? Because I don't have any on me anymore. So I have to find some. Are you slabbed? Yes, you are. Let's go out this airlock. And this is where we have, so Mixasa, we have actually, because the sifter is mandatory to have an underwater university level 3. That's right. Yeah. A sifter is mandatory for that. So yeah. This part right here, this is the submarine that we separated from the warehouse. And we have 2 of them now delivering. This submarine is delivering to this this airlock right here where the carpentry shop is, the sawmill. And it comes back here and delivers things. It's also delivering to the restaurant. This is the crusher here, and this is what's leaking. This line right here is leaking. So I'm gonna add this. I don't think that's leaking, but it looks like it's leaking too. All right. So sometimes that'll fix it and sometimes it won't. And I'm not quite sure what makes the difference, but we'll add this set of blocks right here. to that section and then look and see if the stairs are leaking. They're not, so it's just that part right there. It's not leaking on the other side. That's ice. I'm out of the water. And of course it's not, because the solar panels are on that side. And so now I'm going to go back in through this airlock right here. And there we go. And we can let these things go. So I'm going to request the amount of sandstone that she needs to be made, and we'll get the stonemasons working on that. Is it actually? I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that a level 3 university needed a sifter. And I guess that's to get people to make it, because I'm sure that people were skipping making a sifter because people skip things. So yeah, I wouldn't skip a sifter. I actually like to have them. We're going to the other makers area, and I'm going through the university area. We're going back through the dormitories. You have dormitories here. These are the university dorms. And right here is the frog. The frogs are in the park, the Druid Exploration Park. The town hall needs a cake. What kind of cake? A cake, actually? We have this is actually a barracks that we're using as the exploration center for Arnaaluk. We had to close this because the frogs were getting out. And so we have frogs down. This is the insert. This insert is Thaler's Pagoda, small pagoda garden that we actually added to an underwater base. What are these actually called? I think this is an apiary. No, not apiary. It's an arboretum. The tree one. Apiary is bees, and arboretum is trees. So yes, this is a tree, and we used the pagoda because I wanted the taller trees in this section, and so we used this one. Hi, and our frogs are doing okay, and so they are pets of the druids in here, and this is where they sleep. This is Paladin's. Hi. This is Paladin having actual bunk beds. So we traded the beds out to make them be bunk beds, to make them be connected, which I just love. And then, of course, the submarine, which is down there. But we're on our way to the second makers area. So this is our Peace Druid house right here. I don't have anyone stationed there. Hold on. Don't I have a druid? Kiara is a planter. She is a plantation worker. She doesn't have a plantation because cavern style cocoa plantation, and the field, and the field for kelp. They are not connected to a planter, and those are her two fields. So she has to wait until that gets repaired. And so she's studying up on, she's teaching actually. She has enough knowledge to be teaching, to be a professor. Actually, no. She is studying. She's doing research. She doesn't have the knowledge for the professor. Ariana is a professor. Fabian's a librarian. And Gemma is, yes, what are you saying? An idea, put coral fans on these decorative trees and in the logs in the sawmill. If there are any inside, it sort of looks like the fungus on the logs outside. On the logs in the large one, that's interesting. I like that. I think we might use the actual log fungus that we found at Pitti, and we could bring some of that back and use it. I might actually even have, nope, I don't have any on me right now, but that would be a thing to look at. Gemma is a student and she is researching, druids. Gemma's an 11 and a 5. They're not up enough to do that, so we don't have anyone here. We would have to look at the researchers for a second, and it's much easier to just go over here and see who this is with Eli. Who's Cindy? Let's look at Cindy and see what her numbers are. So there it is. Cindy is actually a druid, and we have a place for her. We're going to have her do that, although she doesn't want to be a druid. Cindy's waiting to be a courier. She likes the freedom of running around, but she doesn't want the responsibility of a druid. And so she's going to be a courier, adaptability and agility, 26 and 37. I think agility is first for couriers, isn't it? Let me look. Adaptability. No. Yeah, it's agility. Agility is first. But that's what she wants to do. We're going to let her do that. If we get someone else who wants to take over the courier position, maybe. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We are headed towards the second maker's area. So we're going through the dormitories where when we have children who are attending university, they live here, along with some of the single professors. When the explorers are in town, when they're not out on the submarine, sometimes they live in the dorms as well. And this is
I don't remember the last time I saw the sun.
Hi, Danny. Is it raining? Danny's working on a house, if I'm not mistaken, but let me look. No, you're not. What are you working on? You are working on a house. Yeah, I thought you were. Okay. And so we'll come here. Let me do something there. So now we're entering the farm country. Case is working on the new logistics center for the second makers area that we have, which is around this corner right here. And this is the new makers area. And yesterday, we finally sorted Cadence out. You remember that Cadence was the concrete mixer who wasn't doing anything. And we just couldn't get her to work. So we moved her into a new concrete mixing place.
So what
And
will it do for you?
in its place, we used to have the concrete mixer here in Arcology one. In its place, we've brought
Yes.
in Hannah, and Hannah is a Fletcher. And so we now have a Fletcher. Hi, are you
Is
Avery?
there
No,
a problem?
Imani. Hi, Imani. It must be raining. Imani is low enough as a courier that if it's raining, she's not working. And oops, everyone just went somewhere. Okay. And then Mildred, who is first mechanic, had decided she wanted to come to this area to work on the submarines, the little scrubs that are coming into this warehouse right here. And we have for the first time a loader on the platform. Now this was one of the things that I
On a
wanted to
special
do
delivery.
with this is, thank you, special delivery. I heard that. When they're on these platforms, how do they get in? And so we have decided to use the elevator system and have them get into diving suits. Those are respiration helmets. And so that they go to the ship, the delivery ships like that from this courier. And then this platform, ship isn't sitting there because the loader is actually sitting here. And this is Mubian's loader piece that's part of the warehouse collection that he has. But this is Mixasa's other, Matlam and Mixasa's other submarine parked right here. And there'll be another yellow submarine right here, which is a part of the logistics center, as soon as this is up to a level 5. This is only a level 3. We added this. This is a new concrete maker. It is Cavern. So I already have 2 concrete mixers and 2 concrete submarines. And Cadence didn't want a submarine. She wanted to have a shop like this. And she apparently did not like the other shop, the Arcology shop. She's working just fine here and getting things done. And so we're very happy that we moved her finally and to this shop. Sorry, my throat has decided that I've been talking for a long time and that I modded work as the same. Yeah, they do. And yes, so this is actually, wait, the mixers can put multiple concrete powder at the same time? Yeah, they do. They can. It depends on the shop, I think. But she's definitely doing that. And so she is so happy to be working. But you can see her making a ton of concrete, which we need. And while we're here, we'll check on Avery. Yes. Hold on. Oops. This is Avery, and she's standing over in a corner. Let's get her to work right now. We're going to request the sandstone blocks that we need. we had requested string, and I was hoping that she was going to make it. Are you not working? What happened
So
to
what
the
will it do
stuff
for
that
you?
you had? Did they use it already? I bet they did. Yes. So, hold on. Jeez, what in the world? Let me get some wool to give to her here. Because a Fletcher can make string from wool. A Fletcher can. And so we're going to get her to take this 64 and to make us some wool. And I'm going to see if we're having the same problem with her. Sorry about that. So we're going to give her the wool, and hopefully she will do that. And right here, Avery knows how to make sandstone. She can make red sandstone and yellow sandstone. She can also make prismarine. We're going to have her make sandstone. We're actually going to give her what she needs to make it. I think there's some sand here. If there is, there might not be any sand in this warehouse. And let's look. And D. And there is 400. And so we're going to take it. There's the indicator. We're going to take it, this sand right here, and we're going to take that much cobblestone. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to give it to Avery. But before we do, let's come here and let's go sandstone. And let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say we need 5, and we'll see how much we get. The other masons will also receive sandstone, so they can do it. Okay. Bonsoir. Merci. Thank you for being here, Mixasa. It's fun to see you. Take care. Bonsoir. Salut. And we're going to put, she's got these, so we can put it here. We'll put this in. And hopefully she'll start working on that request. And that takes care of them. And there we go. That's it. I think that's it for right now. That's a full 3 hours, Mr. Villager, that I've been on. And we'll come back and we'll actually get, continue. This will continue. And so, thank you, Mr. Villager, for being in chat. Thank you, everyone who's been in chat. And enjoy your games, everyone. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. We're going to be on Twitch this afternoon. We're going to the Twitch game. So, Mr. Villager, I guess I will see you at the regular Tuesday. And unless I do some sort of pop-up but we'll see what happens. So take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye for now.